Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And this is Boo Radley. Hey Boo, how are you today? He said, I'm okay. How was school today? He said, oh, those B's and O's are tough, Dad. He goes, I just can't get those B's and O's. That's why Boo Radley likes audiobooks, like I do, because he doesn't have to read his B's and O's. Aw, isn't he so sweet? Anyway, today is my very sadly January wrap-up, of which I went and I read, of which bless you, Boo, of which I only read, are you ready, 5 books. Okay, so my Goodreads goal for 2018, I'm not worried about it though, because I'm already like 3 books in. I'm almost done with 3 books in February, and it's not even, what is today, the 2nd of February? Yeah, so my Goodreads goal, my challenge, 2018 reading challenge is 101 books. And so that means that I have to read like 8 to 10 books a month to complete that. I read 5, which means that realistically, if I'm going to catch up next month, I have to read like, what is that? Like 11 to 15 or 11 to 15 this next month, which is a lot of books to catch up, but I can do it. And then you might ask yourself, well, Peter, weren't you just saying not so long ago that you don't really care like how many books you read a month, or that you don't really care if you meet your goal, that it's really just about reading is fun? I did say that. I take that back. That reading challenge is serious. I'm winning. I want a gold star this year. I want it where it comes across and says, you have overseeded your reading challenge by 200 books. As if. So anyway, the other thing is that I have a real fun video for you guys tomorrow, but somebody sent me something and I loved it, so I'm going to share it with you on here. And I'm sure a lot of people have heard it, but it just, when I read it, I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect. Like, I'm putting this out there into the universe. But I think not. Do you watch my other channels? I do that in there all the time. But anyway, I just found like 5 books over there that I did not put on my haul the other day. So I'm going to have to do a February haul. I mean, of course you have to. I just went and bought 3 books today. 3. So let's talk about the books that I read in January of 2018, the first month of this year. Do you guys ever think, like, I'll just catch up during readathons? Like, I was like, okay, I'll just catch up during Booktubeathon, which is 7 months away or 6 months away or something like that. But anyway, I have done full reviews of each of these books that are spoiler-free on my channel. You can go check them out. They're all there. Every book that I have read in 2018, I am doing a full spoiler-free review on, so go check it out. Okay. The first book that I finished in 2018 was The Christmas Room by Katherine Anderson. I started it on December 20th and I finished it on January 3rd. So if you haven't seen, I'm not gonna give like full reviews since I've already done it, but here's the cover of it with my ring light glowing off of it. Katherine Anderson's The Christmas Room. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I said this in it's about this man, and he has a son that's like 16, and they live with their mom, and she's like a romance writer, mystery writer, and they live like out in the middle of nowhere, Montana, I think, Wyoming, Montana, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's a little bit of romance, a little bit of rock and roll. No, there's no rock and roll in it, but it's about all these people that kind of like live out there off the grid a little bit, you know, in this little town, and I loved it, okay? I really, really liked it. I think the title of it sucks because it has really very little to do with Christmas, and I think that the cover sucks. It looks like a Debbie McComber book, but if that's your gig, go read it, okay? But I'm telling you right now, if they had called this book something like The Camp and had a completely different, like very just normal cover to it, it almost could have been kind of considered, I don't know, I wouldn't push so far as to say literary fiction, but yeah, I guess. I mean, it is a romance, but that's not what it's all about. It's about so many things, and I really love the character development in it. I was super impressed with this book. So I gave it, well, I don't know, it says 3.5 stars. Oh, no, that's the overall thing. I gave it 4 stars. I would probably give it like an 82, 83%. I mean, I really, really liked it. My disappointing factor was that I read it over Christmas, and this is why I didn't finish it at Christmas. It wasn't a Christmas book. I mean, it just isn't. So to have a book come out at Christmas time and call it the Christmas whatever, nook, Christmas Room, I mean, yeah, there was that in there, but that wasn't what it pissed me off, to be honest with you. So anyway, it was the marketing that went bad. Okay, so that was the first book. And the second book I read was They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I loved this book so much. I wish that I had on here how many like percentage ranks I gave it. I gave it 5 stars. If you guys, I wish I do have the copy over there. So this is what it looks like. I mean, his books are all to me very similar, but they never fail. So it's like if you like one, you like them all, I think. Although I've heard other people that are like, I loved More Happy Than Not, but I hated they both die at the end. So this book is about on the day that you're gonna die, like if you're gonna suddenly die, you get this phone call at like midnight and they tell you like you're gonna die sometime today, but you don't know how you're gonna die or when you're gonna die. And then they have this like app on your phone. It's genius. I mean, it just really is genius. Like I think with like some of these people like Sean David Hutchinson and like Adam Silvera especially, like I don't think we give them enough credit for being as handsome, yes, but as super creative as they are. They're like so creative, you guys. I mean, they think of this shit like out of nowhere, right? So they come up with this app and it's called the Last Friend app. And so it's like if you have nobody else to be with on your last day, you like reach out to somebody. It's very cool the whole way that this all goes down. And anyway, I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I think everybody should read it. It is great. It is a great LGBT novel, but it's not just that. It's so much more than that. There are all these auxiliary or secondary characters that play out through the book that I think are very pertinent to the whole overall story. I will say this. I was really wanting the ending to go another way, but that's all I can say right now. So anyway, I sometimes wish I did like spoiler-free and non-spoiler-free reviews because then I could just let it all out. You know what I mean? Just let it rip. If you guys would actually like to see that, if you would like to see me do like spoiler-free and then do like a non-spoiler-free review, I could do that. Like I could post them on the same day because y'all know I just love to turn the videos out. I could post like 6 videos a day. Oh, I already do on 4 different channels. If you don't watch all my channels, I have a vlog channel where I vlog every day and I have since January 1st of 2017. They're very long though. I mean, people tell me that they like do their makeup and eat their dinner to watching my vlogs. I love it. I'm like a television show. I'm like a mini documentary on a daily basis. It just talks about random shit. A lot of it books. I also have a story time channel that I'm telling like very cathartic, you know, video story times on there. Today I talked about grief and how to get through grief. And then I have another channel where I talk about drama, YouTube drama, things like that. So go check out my other channels if you're interested. Then the next book that I read, oh my God, I gave 100% and 5 stars to this book, and that was The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. It is the best, it is the best mystery I have read in 10 years. I used to say 5 to 10 in my last couple videos, but now I'm just going to say 10 years. It was so good. It was so fantastic, and I cannot wait for him to write another book. His next book, because I listened to the interview at the end of the Audible book, the Audible version of this is fantastic, by the way. The interview at the end of it, he says he's writing it, he's really into like Hitchcockian noir and all that kind of stuff, so there's always that element in all of his books. Well, this is his first, but his second one, he kind of references like Marnie and Vertigo. Excuse me. And he's writing it, and it's about San Francisco. This one takes place in New York City. It takes place in Harlem. And but the next one is in San Francisco and like Chinatown and all that. I'm so excited. Oh my God, it is so fantastic. I didn't even really think he was a real author. I thought it was like a team of authors that wrote this together because it was so good, or I thought it was like a pseudonym for Paula Hawkins or something, but no ma'am. I heard the author in the interview and it was good. So I don't want to ruin it for you guys at all. Just read it. Don't read anything about it. I will tell you that. Go into it not knowing anything about it. It's fantastic. The next book that I read was Year One, The Chronicles of the One by Nora Roberts. Okay. Now, if you've watched my videos for a long time, you know that I've joked that Pee-Pee, my dog, his favorite author is Nora Roberts and Daniel Steele. But I was really skeptical going into this book. I thought it would just be total dribble crap. I thought it would be the worst book ever. I was really impressed with it. In fact, I was talking to my good Judy Tanya about this the other night, my best friend Tanya. I was telling her about it, and she's like, "Was it really that good?" I was like, "Yes, Tanya, it was fantastic. It was so well done." I went into it because it has all these like fantastical beasts and stuff in it, or you know, spirit types and all that kind of stuff. And I thought it would be done. It's just very fantastical, and I thought it would be done really corny. Because it's like about the end of the world and then like all these people anyway. But I was like, I could not put this book down. It was so good. Now, I mean, I gave it 5 stars, but I probably would give it like a 91%. I mean, it wasn't life-changing or anything. But it was a really fun read. And it starts January 1st. So if you want to read a good book that takes place like this time of year, you should read it right now. Because this is a good time to read it. Woo! What do you think, boo? Okay, so those were the first 4 books, and the last book that I read, I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. I've been trying to do my hair for videos more often instead of my hats. What do you think? The last book that I read in January, I'm so pissed it's part of a series because I cannot wait for the next copy or the next book to come out. And that is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. And go watch, I just put up a whole spoiler-free review about it. It is a must-read. It is a YA contemporary must-read. It's a mystery. It's going to be a mystery series. It is fantastic. And in the young adult, like, if you guys have read other things like this in the young adult genre, will you let me know? Because I loved it that much. I mean, I haven't seen this kind of like detective mystery kind of thing within the young adult community. I really, really liked it. It was so well done. The characters were so well developed. I just was super impressed with it. So go check out. I think I gave Truly Devious. I know I'm just pulling these out of my ass. I don't know what percentage rank I gave it. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I hate that 5 stars. I wish I had a percentage point. But like, it was 100% out of 100% as far as entertainment factor. I mean, I'm not even lying to you. It was that fun to read. But it didn't have any profound moments or anything. So I would have given it like 4, like, there were some good lessons in there. I mean, there really were about like being who you want to be and like, you know, pursuing your dreams. So I guess I'm kind of cheating. I'll give it an 85. So what would that be, like a 91, 92? I mean, it was better than the Nora Roberts book. So I'd probably give it a 94 overall. It was really good. I mean, this is, I'll tell you what right now, already knowing this, there's like a thing floating through the air. I already know this going into 2018. In December, this will be a book I look back on and I remember everything about. It's just one of those books, you know? Like, whereas other books that you read, like They Both Die at the End was so genius, but like I've already forgotten, like, Mateo, maybe. I've already kind of like forgotten the characters' names. I remember bits and pieces of it, but it just didn't stick with me that long. This is a book that will stick with me at the end, you know? So, and that doesn't devalue the book. It just means how specific the characters are, where you feel like you really get to know a character as if like the character is your friend or something like that. So anyway, I think that's about it. We'll get ready for my February one because I'm going to have 22 books. I promise. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with a really fun video. Bye.